Hi, Calvin. Congratulations on 10 years with TransPerfect.
We've all survived an entire decade of Calvin.
To celebrate your 10 years, we wanted to talk about 10 things we like about you.
That's gonna be a tough one.
What's so great about Calvin?
Number 1, amazing haircut when I first met him. Malaysian Paul McCartney could barely see me past his forest of hair in front of his face.
So your hair, yeah, it's a bit weird for me to say that I like it since I don't have any. It's probably more jealousy than anything else.
With your hair, since it's everywhere all the time.
Everyone is quite driven towards touching your head sometimes, especially when we pass by your desk.
Usually quite a messy hair and also with a beard, so it's because most likely he can have a haircut right there.
You need to sort that hair out though. Calv, sort the hair out.
Maybe after 10 years of working at TransPerfect, I'll have better hair than this and look more like you.
Basically, it was always fun to see how people made fun of you whenever you were coming back from your lunch break with a fresh haircut.
You shaved during Jones Day when we all promised that we wouldn't.
You're caring.
You're always making sure that we're comfortable with our work and you look after us a lot.
You care about every single person you work with, not only on a professional level, but also on a personal level.
I've witnessed it every time. I had a problem and I wanted to talk to you about work or personal life or whatever.
So every time when we encounter things happening, so he actually follow up with us and see how he can help and get involved. So,
which makes it an incredible experience to really work with you.
And I do remember one time when I was in London, I did ask you for advice on something and I was super helpful and I really appreciated that.
Thank you for your support and leadership in these past few months.
Your brilliant sense of humor.
You're definitely a funny person and you know how to make fun of me specifically. You do it all the time after all.
Funny, yes. Usually comes at my expense, but that's okay.
You're always making fun of me and Chloe.
You're funny, especially when you wear your Monday sweater, not on a Monday, but every other day. God knows why you cannot just make it right.
I still remember the time back at the production conference, we shared a loom, and I was at the loom already sleeping, and you came to the loom, said to me, "Hey buddy, you want a spicy noodle?" Yeah, that was very funny. It was a very good noodle.
You're professional, sometimes.
It's really easy to talk to you, whether it's about work or even just like plans for the weekend.
Except when Becky calls you out for the occasionally inappropriate comment, but let's not think about it.
And I'm sure that will continue once you make it to Hong Kong. Let's hope that they don't ask you for any cottage pies for potluck, because that elusive cottage pie never appeared.
I'm not going to share any stories because I feel most of them are inappropriate.
You're results driven.
He knows what he needs to do. He knows what he's good at as well.
So you're always making sure that we're always making use of our best strengths.
I've seen that for myself. So yeah, multiple times. Can't think of a specific example right now, but it's definitely who you are.
You're always telling us to impact on the team.
I can't believe it's been 10 years since you first started, and literally 4 weeks later you were training new PCs, which I'm sure went really well, and set you in good stead for what was to come after.
You're team-oriented.
This is something that I've noticed the first day I came to work with TPT. It makes me really happy.
He always talked to us that as a team, we can tackle problems together.
You're honest. You're always giving me and the team a lot of feedbacks, and you definitely help us grow a lot.
You always had me and the team in mind, and always thinking of what was the best for us.
My favorite thing about Calvin is definitely his willingness to take one for the team, and I will never forget the fateful day that Taj and I pulled Calvin into the stairwell at the Moorfields office and said, "Look, we need your help. It's time. Can you please jump into this whole new brand world of life sciences from the crazy beast PMing legal and just help get it done?" And Without hesitation, Calvin said yes. He jumped into this world he'd never known before, was meant to help PM for a few months, and then a few more months, and then a few more months. And needless to say, we all know how the story ends.
You're analytical.
Oh my gosh, sometimes beyond annoyingly analytical. But I guess that's for the best, right?
So he actually questions things when he sees things that just doesn't make sense to him, so that he will try to make it become more logical, so everyone actually can easily know what is going on.
Real down to earth, and yeah, I mean, I love him, he's great.
You're friendly and very social.
What I like about Calvin is that he's super friendly and social, and that he has a very, very good taste in music.
Thanks for always being such a wonderful friend and colleague. You're such a great friend, whether grabbing a cup of tea in the office to de-stress, or listening patiently to me explaining a complex tech problem and nodding supportively, or eating convenience store ramen at 2 a.m. in Seoul, for example.
You take time to know who each one of us is, whether they are in your team or not.
And that shows in the many Friday drinks and leaving drinks that you've joined or that you organized for yourself, a few months ago before this whole thing happened.
He's a lot of fun. He's a good drinking buddy.
Do that deli eye thing, very nice.
You've been a really good colleague, a great friend. We've had lots of stories, most of which I don't think I should mention, and even more drinks.
You've become a real friend, particularly over the last couple of years, and now I live in your flat. Perfect, right? So now we're still joined at the hip.
I know you'll always be there when I need you, even if you're thousands of miles away, if you ever leave.
3, you never take FPL seriously, but you do enter it every year.
I also find his recommendation for a restaurant hilarious. He told me to go to Harvester in Essex, which was one of his favourites. It was probably the worst restaurant I've ever been to in my life, but that just shows that he's a real salt of the earth kind of guy.
And you're always encouraging us to speak our mind, and you're willing to listen to our ideas.
Although now you're the first to leave every single happy hour, I'm still looking forward to celebrating with you with some roast duck and grabbing a drink. And hopefully you'll get to Hong Kong as soon as possible. All right.
And all of these things more than make up for your abysmal taste in a football team, but we won't hold that against you.
I love Spurs fans because they're hilarious to take the piss out of. So easy, they're so excited about their recent achievements despite not achieving anything, and they're going to fall flat on their face, and it's brilliant and I love them for it.
And maybe just change your football taste. That would be one thing I'd recommend.
And lastly, and most importantly, you're a legend.
Yes, you legend.
And you're amazing hugs. There's nothing quite like a Calvin hug.
He smash things, like he get things done, and then he get into a good result.
We are very happy to have you at TPT, obviously, and let's see what the other 10 years bring.
And I like you being my manager. I'm so happy to have you as my manager as well.
Without giving you too much of a big head, I really don't think we would have been able to accomplish half the things that we have hadn't it been for your direct impact and even your indirect impact with helping build a culture that we have.
Unlike some people, you promised to leave the country, but you continue to stick around.
Very proud of you. You've come such a long way. From being a superstar legal PM, to being a leader in our largest account, to now your biggest challenge yet, taking on the APAC, Hong Kong, and Shanghai Life Sciences teams. I know it's going to be a big challenge, but I expect big things from you. And I know you're going to do great. No pressure, buddy.
Congrats, Calvi, on everything you've accomplished these past 10 years, and here's to 10 more.
Congratulations on 10 amazing years.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's a really long time.
Happy 10-year TPT anniversary, Cal.
Congrats, man. I don't think you know anybody else that would pick the wettest day in the middle of a heat wave to record a video.
Happy 10-year anniversary, Calvin. I'm really looking forward to working alongside you in Hong Kong very soon. And looking forward to the next 10 years in Hong Kong as well, because those 2-year contracts very quickly turn into 10 years when you live in Hong Kong.
Go out there and show them how we do things right.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
and congratulations on 10 amazing years and an incredible career that is, I'm sure, still just beginning.
So I couldn't be with you in Hong Kong, but obviously I'm stuck here in London town. So.
Congrats on 10 years at TPT, mate. It's been a real adventure.
Bud, happy 10 years at TransPerfect.
Congratulations.
It's an amazing achievement. Once again, happy anniversary and all the best for the next 10 years and the next part of the journey.
Here's to another 10 years.
Congratulations, Calvin. I'm so proud of you.
It's another big achievement. I can't believe Legal Franchise would have been 10 years, eh? Can't wait to meet up soon to celebrate, bud. For now, catch you at the Gulag.
I'm very excited for you and Pikachu to finally come to Hong Kong.
Hashtag FOL, now and always.
Now get your ass to Hong Kong so you can make that same impact.